Hello, friends, and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're going to be playing it's kind of a new deck. It's kind of an old deck and a new take on an old deck. Something I'm calling Boros Synthesizer. It also has been called Boros Monarch, but we're not running the Monarch this time. There's a lot of similarities in a lot of the Boros decks. So some of the naming conventions between Bully and Monarch, it's kind of become a gray zone. And we're going to expand a little bit on that today. Um, I saw Adepto Terra playing a deck almost exactly like this one, and I just had to pick it up. So I made a couple of small changes. There was some sort of 3 mana spell in the list previously. It was it does 4 damage to a target, and when you cast it, you can sacrifice an artifact, and if you do, you gain 4 life. And that seems okay, but instead I'm just running more rocks. So I've got 3 Ichor Wellspring and 3 spare supplies. So we've got a lot of ways to dig through our deck, a lot of things to sacrifice to makeshift munitions, a lot of cards to return to our hand, and a lot of ways to get metalcraft. That's the plan, anyways. I've played 1 match so far with this deck in tournament practice, and it felt really, really strong if we drew the synthesizer, and otherwise it felt okay. So let's head into the league and see how we do. 1 land hand. Not interested in this one. We're gonna have to mulligan. This one's fine. Thinking probably one of these 3 cards is gonna go. Ooh, mirror match. I don't know for sure that it's a mirror match. It could be. Like I was saying before, there's a lot of variance in the different Boros lists. So we don't know for sure that this is going to be a mirror, but kind of looks like it. Synthesizer is the new hotness, so makes sense that a lot of people will be playing it. And so far, these are all cards that we run in our deck. So the mulligan feels pretty painful. I think we have to Wellspring and hope we hit land for Kor Skyfisher here. Oh well, it's a card we can play. That's pretty good. Get a bit of value. Obviously, value is the name of the game here. It's all going to be about who can outvalue their opponent, and who can play faster is also going to be very important in this match. Oh, Chain Lightning. Oh, that's cool. So that's what they decided to put in. A bit of extra burn makes sense. So they're actually going to be able to play Galv Blast, Lightning Bolt, and Chain Lightning. Hey, Shauna. Yeah, this is going to be a major grind today. All right, we're going to return a mountain here with Skyfisher and then play spare supplies. Almost the exact mirror, except the Chain Lightning. Get the land. Maybe I don't need to Galv Blast the Seeker of the Way this turn. Maybe I could just play Makeshift Munitions. Maybe just crack a clue. Well, I just started playing this list now today. Bully has been a fantastic list to choose from previously, but this one looks really cool and I want to see where it goes. So Bully is going to be a much more aggressive deck if you choose that one. That one is really well tuned towards turning your creature sideways and winning a game in 5 or 6 turns. This one here is going to be much, much slower. You're looking to get in towards turn 10, turn 12, and beyond. I have not played the new Crab deck. Didn't realize we were having seafood. Thraben Inspector. I would like to play Thraben Inspector, but I want to Lightning Bolt this Kor Skyfisher on their turn. Is Cycling Storm any good? Absolutely it is. A lot of people hate the tech because it's so good. Yeah, it's very difficult to interact with. So a lot of people do not like playing against it. But I think that it's a very strong option, especially now. Um, Bryant Cook has put a lot of work into the deck list and is looking very strong. I would say it's definitely on a different angle. It's a different angle from a lot of other Magic decks. Uh, Obviously, you're not attacking with your creatures, right? You're winning through activated abilities through cycling. So if you enjoy a deck that wins outside of combat, it could definitely be one for you. This one is not the Kuldotha variant. Attacking here is a little bit awkward. I can sack the Wellspring and draw a card. I could play the Thraben Inspector, get a clue. But like attacking in here, I guess I can trade for the Skyfisher at the very worst. It's not terrible. Gain 3 life is pretty important, I think. Oh, they have a thing. They're playing the Helix. Okay. Wow, so they have a lot of burn. Helix, Chain Lightning. I wonder what they took out for all of that. Galvanic Blast. All right. Let's kill that. Keep the board clear. Let's see here. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have more lands than them. We have a good set of artifacts on the table here to draw cards. They do currently have more cards in hand than us, more life than us, but the life isn't too much of an issue. Good draw. No synthesizer yet, though. All right, so we'll crack one of these spare supplies during their turn. Draw an extra card. How's our clock looking? 1 minute behind. We'll have to speed up a little bit. Oh, they're playing spare supplies as well. I wonder what they cut. Maybe they cut the 1 mana 3/3. Oh, they're playing Impulse and Golden Egg. There's several cards difference here. We haven't seen a synthesizer out of them yet either. I don't really see a world in which they wouldn't play synthesizer though. Ah, yeah. Synthesizer, let's go. Show me Glint Hawk. Okay. Now we're talking. This is the reason why Synthesizer is so good. It triggers when it leaves the battlefield. You put it back to your hand, it triggers, you play it again. It's so strong. Decent turn, I'd say so. And next turn, we're set up to do some more stuff. I'll sacrifice spare supplies on their end of turn. Maybe Makeshift Munitions the Wellspring to draw a card. And then we can Synthesizer, create a 2/2, get a card off of that. Depending, you know, like we draw more Glint Hawks, we're obviously going to return it to our hand. Epicure. So this is a very burn heavy variant of this deck. Chain Lightning, Foundry Helix, Epicure. Very cool. Don't have a lot of ways to gain life in the main. Oh shit! I was supposed to draw a card with that. I forgot. That's a punt. Small one, but hopefully it won't come back to bite. Kill this. Sacrifice Wellspring. Okay. Yeah, that's not very good. Kind of don't want to sacrifice the Synthesizer if we don't have to. Makeshift Munitions is actually going to be doing a ton of damage in a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Could potentially do like 10 damage in a turn. The Soulforged Cave, thanks for the follow, friend. Ooh, Foundry Helix, yep. And that might be their advantage there in the sense that they're just going to burn me out. I'm at 7, don't have any way to gain life. They just need 3 bolts. Down to 4. And they're still at 20. Foundry Helix doing a lot more work than... Okay, so we cannot redirect this. If we do, we will die. Okay. Well, I guess there is one way to gain life in the deck, but it's not going to happen. We do have Seeker of the Way, but that would have Summoning Sickness. Not really going to work here. Yeah, that's fine. I'll sacrifice the synthesizer to kill the Glint Hawk here. Ah, unfortunate. That's a miss. I guess we could have played Wind-Scarred Crag. Then we wouldn't be dead to their stupid critter. Oh well, nothing we can do about that now. Voldarin Epicure. Yeah, that's true. And we're actually out of things at this point. Okay. They had the burn to finish us off. GG. We can bring in the Cleric to gain a little bit of life. Just have more creatures. Maybe they'll send more damage at our critters. Who knows? Don't really think Electrickery is the way to go. We could bring in Gorilla Shaman. They got stuff like Great Furnace and Clues and stuff. Still behind by a minute. Not a very good hand. This one's a little bit better. Almost have Metalcraft. We could almost attack if this had been an Ancient Den. Seeker of the Way is a good one. Gonna want to kill that one. And still just one off of Metalcraft, so the Recruit is not getting in there. Okay, so we can return the Thraben Inspector, replay it, and that'll get us Metalcraft. Cure? Getting those blood tokens. Oh, they're going to bolt the recruit. That was the one that was able to get in for damage. But it does mean that I don't need to be as interested in keeping these clue tokens on the board so I can start cracking them to draw cards. But yeah, being on the mulligan, kind of painful. This is good, though. We can kill all these artifacts here on the other side of the table. That's great. Decent. Something like a golden egg could be killed, but it would take 5 mana. Ooh, we took away their metalcraft, so their Galv Blast only does 2. So yeah, we're not blocking here. They can do us 2 damage. I don't want to lose my Skyfisher. I don't think they saw. They didn't see it. They didn't realize they didn't have metalcraft anymore. I figured that was the reason why they were attacking. All right. Can't kill this with the Gorilla Shaman, unfortunately. Let's just play Seeker of the Way, and we can attack with everything except for the Gorilla Shaman. All right, I'm going to leave the clue uncracked for now. They could like play an artifact land that I'm going to want to be able to target with Gorilla Shaman or something, and worst case, I crack the clue end of their turn. Raging Bull MTG, thanks for the follow, friend. We can destroy that for 5 mana if we had 5 mana, but I don't think that's really worth it. Okay, so we could return the Cleric. Let's play Thraben Inspector. We still have Gorilla Shaman up, and this gives us something better to return with Kor Skyfisher next turn. Would have been nice to have had something to activate the Seeker of the Way there. Okay, they're going to Lightning Bolt the Skyfisher? Sure. I mean, not that there's anything we can do about it. Oh, Great Furnace. Maybe you should have used Chain Lightning before you played your Great Furnace. Alright, we're going to attack all. Then we'll Kor Skyfisher the Thraben Inspector. Where are those synthesizers? Oh, that'll be really good when we get a synthesizer. All right, we're fairly close on clock. Just gonna F6 value here. All right, if they attack, we can attack. Oh, depending on what their follow-up is. No follow-up. Galvanic Blast, okay. Artifact, artifact. Ooh, we only have 2 artifacts right now. Galvanic Blast is not ready to kill a Skyfisher. All right, we're 20 cards down, seeing 0 synthesizers. That is the best card in our deck, far and away. If we find one, we're pretty happy. Hey, Blaubear. Ha. Ha 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 ha. All right, what's it going to be? Yeah, why not? Unfortunate. Okay. Guess we'll pass the turn here. We could attack and kill something if they block. I think it would be good against Fae. We got some good flyers versus them. Not sure if I was supposed to attack there or not. Decided to just pass the turn to preserve on clock. No attacks from them either. Okay. Seeker of the Way's pretty nice. Let's get our Samurai. Maybe I should have just attacked with Glint Hawk there. Would have been fine to sacrifice a land, kill Kor Skyfisher. Hit them for 1. Aries Wolf, thanks for the follow, friend. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we have enough artifacts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we have enough mana to kill them. So they should be dead. Samaric, thanks for the follow. Puts him to 7. And that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, right, they have Golden Egg. I forgot about Golden Egg. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we can kill them in response to Golden Egg. We could attack, get some damage in. And then whatever they block, we can sacrifice. But then they could activate the Golden Egg. I think we need one more turn. Prismatic Strands. Dead anyway. Oh yeah. But we're down by a minute on the clock. So, that's risky. Gonna have to play quick. Um, don't no sorry, no white mana in this hand, and it's mostly white cards. Not like this. Woof. Not good. Don't really have anything of real value to return with these two cards. And I don't want to use these cards on these ones. So they're getting excellent value, or they're getting like a few points here and there with these, and potentially going to finish us off with burn spells. Wow. Okay. So that's 10 damage to them. Don't think that's really where we want to be. We're just going to have to hit these things. As bad as that feels. Whatever. We'll gain a life. And give them a target for one of their removal spells. Foundry Helix at me. Need that, what is it called? Dawnbringer Cleric? That would be perfect. Gain a little bit of life. Maybe some of these rocks would be good. Synthesizer would be excellent. Well, Seeker of the Way could be good. Get that little bit of value, gaining an extra life here and there. Obviously, I would rather be drawing cards, but that is not our fate this game. I mean, we felt amazing game 2 because we had the synthesizer. We just mulled to 5 and had a garbage hand. I think it's pretty even. Although, yeah, their direct damage is really strong. Also Bully. Lots of Boros versions, lots of different options if you want to play Boros in this format. Oh, come on. Garbage. Ooh. It's hard enough to win any game on a Malta 4 if you aren't Tron. Congrats. We actually have more time on our clock than the opponent currently. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. Put us to 2. They just need one more spell. Garbage. Just the worst. I'm not bitter at all. Bolt, finish me off? Yeah. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Yes. Another Boros mirror match. Here we go. Yeah, almost the exact same thing going on here on both sides. Okay, Ardent Recruit is interesting. I could play Glint Hawk, Wellspring Recruit. It's fine. I wonder what differences we'll see in the opponent's list. This is definitely looking like a very popular option at the moment. Okay, they're playing Boros Garrison. That's one difference. Good attack here. Don't think we want to necessarily. Ooh, Journey to Nowhere. We're not playing that one. But it is one of the best removal options in Pauper. Also going to be a good target for our Dawnbringer Clerics. Yeah, exactly. It looks like they're playing the classic version. Just looking for that synthesizer. We've both gone through almost the same amount of our deck. Oh, here's another Journey to Nowhere. So there's a cool trick to Journey to Nowhere that we might be able to take advantage of at some point, where if we don't have any targets on our side, they have to choose one of their creatures to target with Journey. So if we have something like Makeshift Munitions and one creature on board, that is something that we might do. Aha! Found you! Now we're playing with power. What are we going to get? What's it going to be? Gonna get a creature, maybe? Another synthesizer? Who knows? Could be anything. It's gonna be value, whatever it is. Find a bolt. Sure, cast that. Kor Skyfisher. And I'm gonna return that next turn with Glint Hawk. We don't have a ton of mana right now, so I don't want to waste one of the cards from Synthesizer. Like, if we, I don't know, return this to our hand and flip a Kor Skyfisher. That would be bad. So we got 2 mana up here. We'll use it to crack a clue, and Glint Hawk will return this next turn. We'll get a ton of value. All right, so they're going to return a Thraben Inspector with that. That's medium. All right, so we don't play the land yet. Play Glint Hawk. Lightning Bolt the Skyfisher. Play the Synthesizer. Don't play land yet. Could reveal land. Okay, yep. Play that. Return the Synthesizer. So much value. Okay, we'll play this. We'll hold the Synthesizer in hand. And crack a Spare Supplies, end of turn. Glint Hawk Synthesizer. Such a combo. Hey, Makeshift Munitions. And another Synthesizer. Alright, let's start with Synthesizer. Get a Furnace. Yeah, we'll play another Synthesizer. Hope we don't hit land. Okay, get Galv Blast. Let's Galv Blast them. Play Makeshift Munitions. And attack for 4 in the air. And next turn, we'll look at throwing one of our Experimental Synthesizers. We're probably also going to crack our Spare Supplies and maybe even throw a Wellspring at them. But you can see now, like, how many cards we've churned through in our library here. We're at 29 cards left in the library. They're at 34. There's Synthesizer and Glint Hawk. What a team. And we've still got a lot of card value on the table here. This is 5 extra cards that we can play in the future. 3 of which go into our hand, 2 of which are exiled. If they attack, I can kill one of their Thraben Inspectors. I don't think they would attack, though. Ooh, I should probably throw this at them. Get that extra point of damage. It's a good one. Ooh, Skyfisher. Okay. Skyfisher, a synthesizer. Play a Wellspring. Play a synthesizer. Play Recruit. And they concede. Too much value. Synthesizer, go. Thinking like some number of Dawnbringer Cleric might be okay to destroy their Journey to Nowhere, but I don't want to go too deep on it. And I might just take out a spare supplies and maybe an Ardent Recruit. Yeah. I can't say enough about what this card brings to the deck. The fact that it triggers when it leaves the battlefield is so key. We're able to get those extra exiles that Ichor Wellspring just doesn't give to us. This has to go to the graveyard from the battlefield. This thing here, it doesn't matter if it goes to the graveyard, it goes to your hand. And it costs half the mana. It's so good. When I was playing the synthesizer in Storm, Kessig Storm the other day, it also just felt absolutely incredible. I think that any deck that is really built with synthesizer in mind, it's going to shine. All right, no moles this time. We get to keep a full hand. That's good value. Ooh, Recruit. So if we play Recruit, Thraben Inspector turn 2, we would potentially have 2 artifacts. That's not great. I think we'll just hold off on this and we'll play a Thraben Inspector. Inspectors, you know, like, they bounce, they can block. Do have to remember, I am down on time. I'm up on games, but down on time. That is important. All right, I'm going to put down Seeker of the Way here. Not going to want to crack the Clue if I don't have to, because we've got 2 cards in hand with Metalcraft. Probably going to end up bouncing the Thraben Inspector with Kor Skyfisher. I should have actually done that last turn, I think. Ooh, they probably have removal for Seeker of the Way. Like, I would love to be able to just attack in here and gain a bunch of life with that. That would be great. I don't think it'll work, though. Yeah, let's play the Wind-Scarred Crag. So next turn, or Crag. Next turn we can play Recruit and Inspector. Oh, wow, no removal spell? Shocked. There it is. Okay, Ancient Den gets us another artifact. That's cool. Good start. Synthesizer into Glint Hawk off the top would be pretty cool. Dust to dust, though. That's rude. Don't have Metalcraft anymore? Oh, it's so rude. Probably should have cracked a clue so they wouldn't have been even able to play another Dust to Dust. I don't know. Maybe I'm still trying to find Delirium, or Delirium. Still trying to find Metalcraft, I guess. But I'm going to have to crack a clue now. Probably end up killing this. Don't have to. This can attack through it. This can attack through it. Another Seeker. It's getting a little life. Ardent Recruit looking kind of medium. Might be able to find a replacement for this. I mean, Kuldotha Rebirth would be one thing. Could play more burn spells like that other opponent. Although it looks like Purgatory here is fairly well set up to fight against the burn decks with Radiant Fountain in the main. Get in for two more. Do I want to crack the clue or play the Seeker? I think I'll play the Seeker. Oriok Sunchaser. Yeah, that's the 2-mana Metalcraft 3/3 flyer, right? Oh, opponent had a pretty good turn there. Not liking these draws here, but we got a lot of life to work with. We've still got, you know, like, a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, we can't win for a little bit. And our clock, we're way down on clock right now. But if we find Synthesizer, we'll probably be fine. Four cards in hand. Don't want to lose a bunch of my creatures to their Seeker of the Way. Not blocking. Makeshift Munitions. Not great. But I can chump and throw a thing. Oof, opponents got value for days here. This is the stuff that I want to be doing. Yeah, let's block with Ardent Recruit and we'll throw it at their face. No lifelink for you. Okay. Let's try to kill their Seeker of the Way, I think. Lightning Bolt. Nice. So we currently only have one artifact on the board because I got rid of that Ancient Den. So Dust to Dust is not a spell that they can currently really utilize. I guess they could kill my land and kill their own land, but that doesn't seem very good. They need two distinct targets for it to work. Okay. Do they... Oh, they didn't have Metalcraft, so that wouldn't have worked otherwise. Okay. Bad value there. Getting pretty massively outvalued by the opponent this game. I mean, no synthesizers. We're almost halfway through the deck. We've seen 0 synthesizers. We're going to get outvalued. One of those suckers shows up, though. We're off to the races. Oh, they do have synthesizer. Well, that's a bad hit. I'll just take this damage. If they want to target our Rustvale Bridge, we'll hit them for 1. Because they'll have to target something of theirs as well, and that seems pretty bad. Oh, wow, they're actually... Okay, that makes sense, actually. Yes. Not actually the worst. Where you get to exile your synthesizer and get another thing. That's not half bad, actually. No synthesizers ever! Could sacrifice 2 Thraben Inspectors to kill the Glint Hawk. We're at 10. We're dead to a few burn spells. I'm gonna kill the Glint Hawk this turn. Okay, well that could be worse. They could have a synthesizer. Wonder how many synthesizers they're playing with if we haven't seen, if that's the first one we've seen this entire time. Almost halfway through the deck. 4 synthesizers somewhere in that last 31 cards. That's a pretty good one. They're going to have to use a removal spell on that one. Yeah, exactly. It must be Tatter Day. I'm playing Pauper, so the day's got to begin with the letter T. Oh, no. I missed Thursday. Wasn't feeling well, so I wanted to catch up. And this deck just looks so incredible. I had an opportunity, a little bit of time to play some Pauper today, so I figured I would catch up and play this amazing looking deck. Catching up on time here. We're going to let this let this resolve. We could have sacrificed the creature in response, but then it would be better for them when they get another Kor Skyfisher to just return the Journey to Nowhere and get to use it as another removal spell. So we'll leave the Seeker under there. Oh, see, yeah, they even have the Skyfisher in hand. Wow, they have 17 cards left in their library? No wonder this game has felt like unwinnable. We're just so far behind now. Oh, my kingdom for a synthesizer! Going down to 8. I mean, any artifact, sure, but synthesizer is worlds ahead of any of the other ones where we're going to get 2 draws for 2 mana, 3 draws for 3. Oh, better than nothing. Better than a land. There we go. We played a land yet this turn? I don't think so, right? We can play a synthesizer. We'll probably want to leave it on the battlefield. It's a little bit risky. Okay, well, we're not leaving it on the battlefield. What do we get as our last card? Not one we can cast. Unfortunate. We lose a little bit of value. Still a really good turn. And we have the synthesizer in hand, ready to go with Glint Hawk next turn if we survive. The thing is, we're dead to their burn spells. Yeah. Still about a minute behind. Once we hit that synthesizer, though, we were chugging along. All right, Jay, have a good one. Catch you next time. So yeah, for that game two there, the opponent having Dust to Dust and us never hitting Synthesizer definitely hurt a little bit. I think we should have played Skyfisher, Return Thraben Inspector there. I wanted to crack the clue so that we aren't really vulnerable to Dust to Dust. Try and play around that a little bit if we can. Ooh, actually, this could be bad. Yeah, they hit the Thraben Inspector there. And now I don't get any value out of the Kor Skyfisher. Oh, that was a mistake. Wasted mana, but I didn't totally lose the value because we were able to return it to our hand. So we can do it again later. We'll probably just Synthesizer next turn and set this up for later. See if we can find a removal spell for Seeker. We got 2 artifact lands in hand though, so it looks like we are going to be vulnerable to Dust to Dust. So they can Dust to Dust, Synthesizer, and great for... Oh, they're going for my 2 lands. Okay. So we get to hold on to the Synthesizer. That's nice. We're actually going to return the spare supplies here. I don't want to lose value on the Synthesizer. I guess if we hit a land, it's pretty good. But, like, otherwise, it's really not. Just hope they don't have another Dust to Dust. Ooh, Glint Hawk Synthesizer on the opponent's side. Danger. Danger. The value. Just checking to see if they had enough artifacts to Galvanic Blast. If they did not, I was going to kill the Glint Hawk so they couldn't block and Galv Blast. Although that would have been a 2-for-1, so that would have been a fine trade for us anyways. Alright, next turn plan is Glint Hawk Synthesizer. Reveal Forgotten Cave on your Synthesizer. Not great. I'm going to use the Galv Blast here. Lightning Bolts will kill Skyfishers on the opponent's side 100% of the time. Whereas sometimes Galv Blast, like if they have another Dust to Dust, might not work. Journey to Nowhere. Okay. We can potentially get that creature back later if we get a Cleric. Don't play the land yet. We might hit a land with this. Let's play this again. Can still play anything that we hit. Glint Hawk. What do we hit? Oh, there's the Cleric. Destroy target enchantment. All right, we lose a little bit of value, but I'd say that's pretty good. I'm actually interested in returning a Glint Hawk because Glint Hawks are so good with the synthesizers. I like to just set that combo up again for next turn. What are you going to return with that? Okay, return a synthesizer. Ooh, you miss a Kor Skyfisher? No, you have land? Okay. So that way they can play Kor Skyfisher, return like spare supplies or something. Yep. All right, start with synthesizer. Synthesizers for days, chat. For days. Ooh, that's pretty good. They can return the Forgotten Cave that way. That's strong. Makeshift Munitions, very not bad. Start with synthesizer. It's always a good start when you got this much mana on the board. Synthesizer is really, really good. I do think that you need to build the deck with synthesizer specifically in mind. Make sure you have a very low mana curve, or maybe like if you're playing Storm, you know, and like everything you're going to cast, you want to be able to cast whatever you're exiling with this immediately. As long as you can do that, though, the value is significant. Oh man, I hope they don't have two lightning bolts here. I'll feel like such a fool. Oh no. The worst. I'm so bad at Magic. Now they hit Dust to Dust. They get to take away a bunch of my mana. Might start this league 0-2. Kind of surprised by their target on that one. Think that I would have went for artifact lands or the 2 Wellsprings. Alright, let's chump that. Because these are only when they go to the graveyard, so I wouldn't have drawn any cards from the Wellsprings. Don't think that was a good Dust to Dust there. Time is still fairly close. I'm a minute behind, but it's becoming worse and worse as we go. Okay, so I can crack the clue and still... I'm not really getting anything from that. But I can crack the clue for a draw. If I had kept a mana up, that would have been so good. For 3? Yeah, I'll just take that damage. On the chin. I'm still at 23 over here. Recruit, huh? Alright, we got some draws here with Wellspring. Not bad. Okay. So that one synthesizer we got was pretty strong, but just saying, 20 cards left in the deck. We've only seen one synthesizer. That was a bit of a missed opportunity. Could have done a damage there in response to the removal spell, but I'm F6ing to try and get time value. Try and beat them with the clock. Alright, so they revealed Galvanic Blast. I took off the F6. Alright, they're coming in for damage now. I'm gonna block the 2 Glint Hawks trade here. I should have blocked one of them on here, and then used the Ichor Wellspring to finish it off. Alright, I'm still going to end up killing their bird. Synthesizer. Let's go. Show me the good stuff. Six, seven, eight. Oh, this puts me to 8. They only have 8 cards left in their library. Interesting. Ouch. Ooh, the lightning bolt is good. We can use that. Ooh, all attack, huh? Ooh, we lost the Metalcraft. I see, I see. Block here. Block here. Block here. Double block here. Block here. Choose a target. This thing. Pay 1. Sacrifice. Clock is really close now, too. If they have a bolt, we're dead. Nice one. Good games. Damn. Good games. This hand isn't very good. This hand isn't very good either. Rebirth does seem good. So we could try Rebirth next time. If we drop this one, I'll buy some Rebirth and we'll try that over Recruit. Oh, we're up against Burn. Not interested in playing this right now. Like, if we hit a land off of it, it would have been good, but most of the time we were just going to be losing the value. This is generally a later game card. Like, you want to play it around turn 3, 4, 5, 6, and onward. Bit of a risk to play this now, but we don't have a land drop, so I kind of feel like we need to look for one. Good draw. Here's a 3/3. We got Galv Blast up. Next turn we can Glint Hawk the Synthesizer. All right. Oh, they have Searing Blaze. Yep. Oh no, the Synthesizer. We've already played a land. We only have one man up. Playing Synthesizer now, we might lose the value. Another Searing Blaze. Yeah, I kind of feel like we're a little bit slow for this matchup, and we just don't have the life gain. Ooh, that's a good one. No, there is some life gain. Seeker of the Way, and in the sideboard, Dawnbringer Cleric. We got a little bit. There's no way this survives, right? Throw it at their head. Oh well, it gained 3 life. There you go. Synthesize. Maybe we should have just played Kor Skyfisher there. They are flooded. If they weren't so flooded, we'd already be dead. Oh, yep. Lands for days on the opponent's side. We lucked out major on that one. Yeah. I think this is good enough. Be able to potentially attack with this as a 3/3 on turn 2? 3, on turn 3. Oh no! Another burn deck? Did not want to see that again so soon. Great Furnace. Alright, I'm going to play the Thraben Inspector here. Stem the bleeding a little bit. Another Voldaren Epicure. And they're really stuck on lands here. Okay. Hey, PT Bobby, that's the rumor. Yep. Deluxe Ikoff, the host of Propaganda, invented Boros Bully. There's a lot of room to brew in this format, Pauper. And Deluxe Ikoff really knocks it out of the park with Bully. Synthesizer, that'll be good soon. Thermal Alchemist, we got the Galv Blast for that. Skyfisher for the synthesizer later. Okay. Kill this. No attack, so we'll Galv Blast the Alchemist. Skyfisher the synthesizer. Let's get some value. Play those supplies. Attack for 3. We already played a land, so we're going to pass back for now. We are still under threat. The opponent's got a ton of spells in hand. We're at 14 life. It's not going to take them too long to tick us down to nothing. But we got Makeshift Munitions here, so that's actually going to do a lot of damage for our last turn. Oh wow, they're sacrificing their blood tokens to discard a Thermal Alchemist. Their hand was 3 Thermal Alchemists. Here comes the damage. Now we're in trouble. No Searing Blaze, no Searing Blaze. No. Ardent Recruit. So let's see here. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4. Puts them to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't have enough mana. We don't have enough mana to kill them this turn. So they're at 3 cards in hand and we're at 7 life. We should just be dead. They didn't play a land. This is probably lethal anyways, right? Like, they just needed to get us down to 6. So close. So close. Good game. We were off by, I think, 1 mana to just kill them. I think it's good enough. Seeker of the Way is pretty good. Opponent's mulliganing pretty heavily here. This might just be a trap hand, though. Like, we don't have any artifacts to return. The Glint Hawks are currently dead. Unfortunate. I probably should have mulliganed. Could have maybe returned this. Feels bad, though. Funny that we haven't fought any fairies in quite some time. Fairies is supposed to be one of the best decks right now, and I don't think we've seen it once since we played it last week. Ooh, that was close. We don't actually have enough artifacts for Galvanic Blast to kill the Alchemist. Don't do it. Don't do it. Going after my creature and not me. Interesting. I mean, normally that seems like it's always the right thing to do. Bolt the bird. Double Galv Blast, no Metalcraft. Turn 5, haven't had seen hide nor hair of Metalcraft the whole game. Yeah. I mean, Recruit is a pretty good option for what we're looking for. You know, it's a decent creature. It's 1 mana. We like 1 mana spells. But it has not been impressing. Oh, this time we are flooded. Smash the Smithereens. Yeah, that works. Going down to 7 here. Kind of feel like we have to attack all. We're going to go to 6 regardless because of the Curse of the Pierced Heart. Okay, good thing we attacked all. Managed to get rid of that pesky Epicure anyway. Okay, you have Pyroblast as your last card? Looks like they do. GG. I think this is good enough. What are we playing against? Oh no, is this burn again? Is there going to be 3 burn matchups and 2 mirrors? Yes, it is. Oh, brutal. Ugh. A lot of variability in the Pauper format nowadays, friends. Yeah, I've seen the Foundry Helix and other lists. And that's a good point as well. Gains 4 life when you sacrifice an artifact. It's more direct damage. Maybe there was more to that card than I originally thought when I saw it. I just wasn't too hyped on it because it cost 3 mana. Oh, they play a land. Is this Searing Blaze for no Lightning Bolt? Okay, so Seeker of the Way at least gains us 3 life. If you were going to do that, I think Lightning Bolt me, Skewer the Seeker would have been the way to go about it. And then you could have held up Lightning Bolt. Although, like, the face is the place. Maybe you want to kill Kor Skyfisher. I don't know. We only have one artifact right now. So the Galvanic Blast doesn't actually kill the Alchemist. Why would... Why wouldn't you just play this land instead of... Why would you play the land in your hand instead of this one? It doesn't make any sense. Actually, hold on. Let's attack first. They might block, and then we'll just use the Galv Blast. Block. Very good. Alright, we're not going to have enough time to crack this clue to draw a card, so I'm going to Glint Hawk here. Return the clue token, so we have a faster clock. It's a shame we don't get any value out of the Glint Hawk's ability, but I want to, you know, get on the board here so we can start attacking for real damage. The opponent's flooded out, so we might have a opportunity here. Oh, gaining a bit of life. That's not nothing. Attack for 5. Wow, two cards in hand and they did nothing with them. 3 cards in hand now. They just did nothing on their turn. Start with spare supplies. See what we hit. Synthesizer. Okay. So I think I'm going to gain a life. So much damage is this? 5. Put them to 8. So I think we play the Glint Hawk this turn. And then try and kill them next turn with Makeshift Munitions. These Wind-Scarred Crags. Gaining me that little bit of life might be enough this game. Might be, might be. Thermal Alchemist. Alright. If we can get in for 6 here, it should be easy. GG. Yep. Goes for the block. We put them to 2. Haha, beat the burn deck. We got so lucky. They got so flooded. Bring in those, and we take out these. At least that's what I've been doing every time so far. Ah, Experimental Synthesizer. One hell of a magic card. It's like Ichor Wellspring, but costs 1 mana. That's the big thing, too. It works when bouncing. That's what really makes the card good. See, like, I wouldn't even be too hyped about Kodotha Rebirth in a hand like this, you know? I really think, like, we're just missing maybe one card for this deck. And, you know, it might already exist. I just don't know what it is. We saw someone else playing Golden Egg. We saw another player playing Chain Lightning. A lot of options for that slot. All right, we'll gain a life. Pass back. Maybe Epicure is the way. Get blood tokens? Yeah, rally the peasants was something that I was looking at that I would play rally the peasants if we had Kuldotha Rebirth in the deck. I'm gonna play Skyfisher, bounce Crag, replay Crag. I don't want to do that. That feels so bad. So much lost value just to gain 1 life. I'm just gonna play Great Furnace Pass. Ah, damn it. Speaking of lost value, that's a really good turn for them. I wasn't thinking about Smash to Smithereens, but of course they brought that in. Makes total sense. Ugh, yeah, let's just play Great Furnace again. Alright, let's lose value. Play to land every turn. It's turn 4. I have 2 lands in play. This is the downside of the deck. We have a fairly weak early game. For having so many cards with such a low mana value, our early game is kind of weak. Interesting. Interesting. Fireblast also looks pretty good. Having not Fireblast, sorry. The 1 mana sorcery with flashback does 2 damage to any target. Yeah, Firebolt. Thank you. Firebolt, Rift Bolt, Lightning Bolt. Block here, don't want to go to 9. Not finding any of our rocks, so we can't really play Glint Hawk. Ooh, they're passing. No land drop. They have 4 spells in hand. They almost certainly have more Smash to Smithereens. Now maybe we can get the Smash out of their hand by teasing them with this clue. Looks like they don't want to bite. I mean, it's pretty obvious what we were going to do, so... Makes sense that they're not going to go for it. Don't want to just waste that card out of their hand, right? Yeah, we do not want to fire this back, because that's a free spell for them. They'll just pay 2 red, fire it back again. Come on, Cleric. Where's my Cleric? Economy of Industry. Could you put that one up in chat? Yeah, no kidding on the MTGO Premium. This league has been rough. Wow, 5 mana is a lot. Just the battlefield, return target artifact with mana value 3 or less. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I have seen that one. Yeah, PT Bobby. I was thinking about that. The problem is if we do that, they can smash to smithereens in response. I'm kind of like trying to play around smash to smithereens right now. They have 4 cards in hand, and they haven't really been casting, so I think they have smash in hand. And we're dead. Yeah, PT Bobby, you're right. And that's the way it is sometimes. You gotta deal with it. 2 mirror matches, which, are 50-50, and 3 burn matchups, which felt difficult. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Dragonfly suits. Check this one out too. Oh yeah, that doesn't work that way. I gotta write card first. Oh, okay. A vehicle, 3 mana, 3/2 for crew 1. Interesting. Kind of expensive. So we'll probably play Synthesizer on turn 3. Ooh, good draw. Yeah, that's a good one. We're going to wait on Synthesizer. We're playing this on turn 3. Synthesizer's better later in the game anyway. And another Crag to gain another life. Very nice. Back up to 18. Now, if we get another one of these, we can get rid of the curse. Ancient Den. We could play Ancient Den, Glint Hawk, return Wellspring. Obviously, I would prefer returning this. Maybe we were supposed to play Rustvale Bridge, but this gives us a clock. We're able to start crashing in for a little bit of damage starting next turn. Yeah, I think you're right on that. Yeah, exactly that. Our curve is really low, but we're not really good at playing our cards early. Oh, Chain Lightning on Dawnbringer Cleric. Dawnbringer Cleric gained us 5 life. Springleaf Drum, that's interesting. Maybe, maybe Ginger Brute is the way to go. It would give us the option to gain 3 life. It has haste. We can attack with it. It costs 1 mana. It gives us Metalcraft. Maybe it's Ginger Brute. Maybe it's always been Ginger Brute. How many artifacts do we have? Just 1 currently. We could play Wellspring, Great Furnace, and then Galvblast. Oh, yeah. That would have also been an option. Good point, good point. Galvblast them for 4. Attack in for another 2. We're racing. Well, what was it? I think match one, we played the mirror match, and that opponent was very burn heavy. Like they were playing Chain Lightnings, they were playing the 3 mana Helix where you sacrifice an artifact. I think they might have been playing Firebolt as well. Uh, Not great. Oh, I had just have lethal? I have lethal because of curse? This doesn't do damage to them. Yeah, it only hits me. I don't think we need to play the other one. We'll just hold up to 2 mana for our 2 burn spells, but I think we're dead. Going to 6, they have 2 cards in hand, going up to 3, plus curse, so we're at effectively 5. GG's. Alright, what a shame. 4 losses. Our only win was against Burn when the opponent flooded out and decided to time out. Not the best showing for the deck, but I think we did learn something. Alright, friends, so this is the deck that we were playing today. Very interesting list, although we did get a bit of a disappointing result. Not too happy about a 1-4, but we did face 3 bad matchups and 2 mirrors, so, you know, matchup lottery and variance. That's part of the game, my friends. That being said, I do really like this deck, but I think it's missing something. I think there's something just not quite there yet about it, because we're playing quite a few cards that really need you to have a lot of other stuff going right in order to work properly. Like, we have Glint Hawk as a 1 mana 2/2, but we can't play it on turn 1. Kor Skyfisher is not really a turn 2 play. Experimental Synthesizer, we don't want to play this turn 1 or turn 2. So it seems like a lot of our cards kind of just like sit in the hand until they're ready to go, until like turn 4 or 5. So I think that a little bit more attention needs to be given to some of the early turns. And I kind of feel like while Recruit fit in that definition, I don't really think that it's the card for the list. So I'm going to have to take a little bit of time, really think about how I want to play this deck moving forward. We got a couple of suggestions to look at, and I'll definitely be back on this deck at some point.